What's up, y'all? So today I'm going to talk about Dominion. Do you wield Dominion? And first, let me start off. Yes, I did not pick today. That's one of those days. Do you know about Dominion? Oh, when you record videos, for those who actually record videos, how many of y'all record videos and planes, helicopters, and whatnot come around? And for the military few who, or the folks who are being harassed by the military, like how many Blackhawks have you seen or fighters? Like I remember one time I was with my family visiting, and a Black Hawk flew by. It was in the evening. It was dark. And there were no lights on that Black Hawk. It wasn't indicating anything. And me and my sister saw it, and we were just like, "Huh." But that's a digression for later days, of course. Um, so yeah, back to what I was saying. Do you know about Dominion? Do you wield it? Do animals run away from you, or do they end up becoming Disney characters and following you around or not being scared of you at all? That's Dominion because they know that you're not going to hurt them. They know that you're here for a purpose, to help, to heal, to facilitate the growth. Dominion is having the power to control the elements themselves in order to facilitate something new. And I don't mean in a negative manner, but to facilitate something new in a more positive manner, because that's how this narrative grows. That's how this realm propagates. So when you're given a certain aspect of power over uh, this realm, you should garner that with the greatest of reverence. But you've squandered it. You've let it go. You've destroyed. And then you turn things into inanimate objects. Oh, it's a planet. It's just rock. You just cut into it. Yeah, absolutely. Blow it up. It's not just a planet. It's a part of you. You're a part of it. Your skin, and everything that facilitates this form comes from the earth. At this point, I mean, you're practically, even though we were created, or these forms were created specifically, so what were you created from? What elements? At, and I don't mean, and I'm going to have to unlearn that too, elements. Because everything is synonymous to one thing, and once you realize that, it kind of becomes, why do we have so many terms for one thing? And so I have to really try to unlearn certain things, but that's a digression in itself, so I'm not going to do that to you. But with that being said, back to Dominion. Do you wield Dominion properly? Do you? So are the animals coming up to you? Are you taking care of the environment? Are you doing your part, so to speak, both spiritually and physically? And if you are, kudos. Nothing against you, nothing to you, okay? I'm not, the message is not to you. Swing and a miss for you, okay? You don't need it. But for those out there who are still growing and who are still in the dark, what have we done? So, you just gotta go with it. Now, I will talk about the powers that be. Do you see the narratives that they're peddling? Like, really, how they're falling apart, and nobody seems to be really upset about it. Like, Yeah, COVID's still a thing, and that's because of how they have people. But where is it? It's not in our faces like it used to be. We kind of got them shook, right? Kind of like how the earth is gonna. But that's for later days too. So, what kind of narratives are they pushing at the moment? War. That's the main one. And nobody, well, I'm not fearful of that because if you really want to pay a penance for going to war or that war, go ahead. But we really know why you're sending troops over. So, honestly. And let's talk about the supply chain while we're at it. Really, has anyone gone and checked those ships? Has anyone talked to the crews of those ships? I would be interested to know if there is anything on those ships anymore. I really feel like certain items were taken and moved to certain locations because of certain events that are destined to happen. So, just something to think about, food for thought. But I digress. You really got to ask yourself, people, why do we listen? Because we want normalcy? Well, normalcy is kind of out the window at this point, so why are we listening? Because we want order? Is this what you call orderly? I mean, really. If this is orderly to you, I would hate to see what chaos is. So I guess we'll just continue to go with it. Now, for the chosen, you just got to keep staying on your mission, whatever that may be. It's cater specific to you, and only you know what it is. I mean, others who are on this journey can figure out what it is too, but that's because we have a bond, so to speak. And I was going to use my hands, but I got to remember that that can cast spells in itself. So I'm not one of those people. So you don't have to worry about me trying to. I use my hands a little bit, but I'm not going to be like, I almost did it. I almost did it. So I'm not even going to do that to y'all. But really, understand this is a different time. And it may be weird, it may be surreal, but you just got to go with it. Because if you let it overwhelm you, you just weren't ready for the journey to begin with. You're not vibrating at the right level. Gonna have to resonate a little bit harder so you can coax yourself out of their narration. So, this is where we are now. Now, for those who are trying to put together, like, we need to band together and this, that, and the third, let me tell you, everything is written, everything is destined, everything. So, what about free will, Mike? Everything is written, everything is destined. So, I mean, you just go with it, okay? You have your free will all you want. Free your will to realizing that everything is destined, everything is written. So, that's where we're going. Because certain people are at certain levels and they are moving this narration to the point where it's supposed to be. It is what it is. So, just realize that everything is going to work out for the best and go with it. Now, with that being said, lastly, I will leave you with a bit of crazy talk. And I looked down, and only because I was trying to think about what I was going to say before I even said it. Uh, but yeah, Sirius. There's a red dwarf, and there's a planet near Sirius, or near the red dwarf. And on that planet, like, you can see the red dwarf, and the sky, the sky isn't blue. It's like a greenish teal. And the clouds, they're large. It's hard to explain. Like, you could see the red dwarf, and then you could see the other stars, because there's like three. There's two other stars. One is brighter than the other, though. So you kind of just realize that the Dogen, the tribe, they definitely are onto something. They know something. So um, realize that we're in a realm that can garner any possibility. And these people who realize that have been lying, trying to keep us to realizing their possibilities for us, not realizing our own possibilities. And now, with us realizing our own possibilities and potential, and remembering who we once were, some of us even remembering our initial progenitor life, they're scared of that. They don't realize what's about to happen. So, sorry for those folks. Good luck. With that being said, for the light workers, keep doing your thing. For the chosen, stay on mission. And for those who know, let's get it.